Napoleon was born on a warm summer day on a farm surrounded by friendly barn animals. He lived out his childhood days playing with the lambs and calves that lived with him on the farm. Every year, as the weather got colder, one of the older turkeys would suddenly vanish. But Napoleon was too young to think much of it. As he got older, more and more turkeys were taken each year. He started to get worried. He turned to his best and oldest friend, a sheep named Vincent. "What do you think is happening to all the turkeys?" Vincent looked pensive. He continued to munch on hay as he averted Napoleon's gaze. "I don't know. The humans take them away every year at this time." "What do you think they're doing with them?" Napoleon asked again, feeling as though Vincent had an answer that he was not sharing. Vincent again looked around the room, eager to avoid the question. Before he could shrug it off, Napoleon asked him again. This time, Vincent could not avoid it. Vincent sighed. "I'm sorry you have to learn it this way, but the humans eat turkeys every year at Thanksgiving." Napoleon blanched in fear. "They eat turkeys?" Vincent nodded. "They eat most of us, to be fair. But this time of year, the humans eat turkeys in particular. You're the next oldest turkey, so..." Napoleon gasped in shock. "They're going to eat me next. I'm sorry." Vincent looked forlorn. Napoleon froze. As the terror subsided, he began to formulate a plan. "I am not going to be eaten," Napoleon declared as he took his leave. He knew he could come up with something. He refused to be some human's meal on some barbaric holiday. Thanksgiving Day came quickly. The family that owned the farm gathered with the neighbors from the farm nearby. The mother, father, their 2 children, and the husband and wife from the neighboring farm all gathered in the dining room, their mouths watering at the mere thought of fresh turkey. The father went to the barn and snatched Napoleon by the neck. Napoleon squawked and gobbled as loud as he could, hoping his friends would come to help him, but no one came. The other animals were terrified of the humans. As the man brought Napoleon into the farmhouse, Napoleon did not give up the fight. He flapped his wings so hard his feathers flew around them in a whirlwind and covered the floor. He pecked at the man's face, making the man yell and swat his hands wildly. In his frustration, the man whipped open the oven door and tossed Napoleon inside. "I'll come back for you later," the man yelled as he withdrew to tend to his wounds. Napoleon felt the heat from the oven but knew he had to be strategic. He peeked out of the oven door and waited for the man to be out of earshot. Once the man was gone, Napoleon slipped out of the oven and to the back door. Awaiting him just outside the farmhouse's back door was a fake turkey Napoleon had constructed out of hay and planted there earlier to aid in his escape. He grabbed the fake turkey and placed it inside the oven. He closed the oven door and glanced around. There was no sign of the humans. His plan was a success. Napoleon seized the window of opportunity and darted from the farmhouse and from the entire farm. He took to the skies, flying as far as he could from his fate. He was free.